but my bike is overheating.
What we do is we dry them out for the next day's ride.
Worst case scenario, we can have a slight warp in the head or something.
The usual morning ritual, packing up. Gotta make some room for my computer here. Heading to the next country. Goodbye, Copenhagen and Denmark. Hello, Sweden. I hope to be in Stockholm tonight. This time I'm not alone. For the past month or so, I've been riding with my good buddy, Johnny A. He's on his 1150 GS. So far, we've ridden Iceland, the Faroe Islands, Denmark, now Sweden, and Norway, heading all the way to the top of Europe, to Nordkapp. Hey, click the subscribe button. You want to join this ride. Let's just hope the weather is good to us.
Frankly, I don't know where I am other than I'm in Sweden. I'm on the side of the road along a freeway. I always like that word, freeway. Here in Sweden, I'd rather be on the back roads, but my bike is overheating. For a while, if I just kept speed, cruising at 60, 70 miles per hour, about 100, 110 kilometers per hour, the wind and the speed would keep the engine cool. But just in the last, say, 5 miles, the bike won't cool down. The warning light for the overheating is staying on, indicating that this engine's way too hot. Johnny A's taking a break over here. And we're simply hoping that maybe give it some rest. We get up the road a bit, I can take these panels off, I can look and see if there's any fluid in the cooling system. I've not seen any indication since I've been here that there is no fuel, there's been no overflowing. So we gotta take the bike apart and take a look. I can't do anything until it's cool. Okay, so here I am in Astorp in Sweden. We're in the southern Sweden. Skandia? South Sweden. Okay, so anyway, we are here. The bike has been overheating. I found these guys actually at a local pizza parlor and bar last night. They were able to find somebody with the trailer, and we are going to get on the road to Anglesthorpe to see if we can't get the heating problem fixed. Johnny A's over here. He's going to follow us. John, how's everything come together this morning so far?
So far, so good. I didn't think they were going to get this bike on this little mini trailer here, but the sides fold down.
Yep.
The front and the back folds down, and it seemed like no problem there.
Okay.
The mega straps here. Dock seems pretty secure on there.
Yeah. We have Osama back here, who is the owner of the Milano Hotel, and let us camp on his grounds last night. This is Osama. Say hello.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, these guys.
I hope it will go very good for my friend
Allan.
Allan.
Yeah.
And I hope I see you in America.
I see you come and visit me in America.
Yes,
yeah, absolutely.
I hope so.
His daughter, 15-year-old daughter, is like the Scandinavian Tai Chi champion. We saw her fight a little bit today. He's got a wonderful family.
Thank
his
you.
wife, Fadwa, and we're very excited. And then these guys.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay, what's your name again?
Connie.
And Michael. And Michael are helping me get this to the BMW dealer. We hope that they're going to be able to fix this thing. I am very excited. Thank you guys. This is an amazing treat.
We wish you a good luck.
Yes.
Okay.
We wish good luck to you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Maybe you're coming back when you're coming from Finland.
Yeah, there you go.
We will see you, man.
That's right.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so I'm sitting here at Garrett's BMW dealer in Anglesholm, Sweden, 20 kilometers from where we slept last night. They're telling me right now that they've got only 2 mechanics on duty because it's vacation time. They're not going to get to look to my motorcycle till early this afternoon. At that point, they say if they need to get parts will come from Malmo, an hour from here. We went through there on the way back from
Copenhagen, hoping that it's a simple thing, that they can get it, they can get the parts, and we can be on our road. We still have a reservation for tonight in Stockholm. I'm going to hold that till as long as I can. It's kind of a bum, but we had an interesting evening last night. Everybody's on vacation, so they're in a party mood here in Sweden. And I guess one of the things we learned, the Swedes don't go out on a weeknight when they're working and have a cocktail or a bottle of wine, typically. If they are, they're looked at with a poo-poo, as my friend going. He would hold his hand up to his head, and he'd go. What was his name, man? The guy, that cool guy, the guy last night who would go. Tommy. His name was Tommy. He was a piece of work. Unfortunately, when I went back there, we didn't get a chance to take his picture, but we've got the crew, and we're hoping things are going to work out. Okay, I'm here with Mats and Andros, Anna, and what's your name?
Michael.
And Michael, here at Garretts BMW in Ängelholm, Sweden. And I'm with Doc. We've been overheating, as you know, and it's been a bit of a puzzle to try to figure this out, but what we think has happened is that somewhere in the service in the last few months, a hose got crimped and therefore was pinched, basically, and not letting the water flow through the radiator, which is really strange. Of course, I was in Iceland for a long time now. It's so damn cold in Iceland. Maybe my engine didn't get hot enough, but I would argue that can't be true. So what was it just recently that might have caused this? I would have never been able to figure this out. I did check the level of the radiator yesterday, finding at least the overflow container was just a tad low. But in reality, that's the only water that was there. It wasn't circulating through the engine. It was sitting in the radiator and not going through the engine to cool it. Could you explain that all in Swedish?
Slangen från expansionskärlet till kylaren hade kommit i kläm. Så då kan inte, när det blir varmt, så kan ju inte den hämta vatten från expansionskärlet. All kylning som sker, de förbrukar alltid lite vatten och försvinner alltid någonstans, så det var ju tomt i resten av systemet.
This is very easy for him to say.
Yeah. Because I'm from Sweden, so it would be.
It would be. So that's the problem here in Swedish, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to just flush the system, put new fluid in, and hopefully I'll be on the road. Think so. I don't know where our mechanic, Andrus?
He went for a coffee break.
Of course. Andres went for a coffee break.
Didn't want to be in the movie.
He definitely got shy, I think, at the time the camera came out.
The plan is now to just let it sit here when he has his coffee break, cool down a bit, and then he will start it up with more coolant.
Yep.
That's basically it.
Okay.
Then you should be fit for fight again.
This is what I was hoping for, something simple as opposed to an expensive part.
You can have, if you have really bad luck, you can have a blown gasket in the engine, but that can take a while to...
So even though...
We don't think so, but
you don't...
in a worst case scenario, that can happen. If it's overheated, if the cylinder head has warped or the gasket has been blown, that can show. But you just check the engine temp and check the coolant as we have taught you now, then it should not be any problem.
Hopefully you feel it's good, but okay.
It goes to work and it's really hot. We had it here to working temperature, and with the computer we started the fans of it. Everything works as it should.
As it should, okay, yes. Good. So the fan is working, yeah.
Yep, everything is working fine now. But worst case scenario, you can have a slight warp in the head or something that would show up later. Like in Stockholm? Yeah.
How many miles would it show up?
I don't
or kilometers?
I can't tell.
Don't know.
It depends on how hard you ride it, but
okay.
Probably not.
But probably not. Well, we call fingers crossed. Thank you. Okay, here we are, Garretts BMW Ängelholm in Sweden. Doc, not as bad as we thought, as long as we don't have a blown head gasket or a warped cylinder head. We're at the Radisson.
At the Radisson in Stockholm.
No, we're at the Radisson Green.
Radisson green. No, blue. It's blue. It's blue.
We're blue.
And we're here. We got a view. We can't show you right now because it's dark out for the first time in about frickin' 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It finally is starting to get dark now.
Yeah.
As we near August 1st, soon to be August 1st.
We're at August 25th here, it seems to be, and then we're
July.
July. Yeah, July. Oh.
And there is some foam on the streets of Stockholm,
New Haven,
due to some heavy rains that happened today on our ride in from Angelholm.
Yeah, we couldn't believe the power of the rain. I mean, the roads looked like they were foam, like a bubble bath.
There was at least this much water on the streets. In some areas, there was this much water on average. And as trucks drove rapidly by us to get to their destination before their 5 o'clock deadline they had, we were cruising along at reasonable, careful speeds due to the treacherous highway conditions.
With oil slipperiness.
And I was watching WorldRider Allan Karl getting splashed from the giant tractor trailer tires that were just shooting waves of water all over the side of WorldRider's BMW gear.
It was like they were just toasting me.
From what I hear, the BMW gear held up quite well. But how long can this kind of gear hold up is what I want to know.
Yeah.
Who's riding over hill and dale and adventuring on into the beyond and the unknown to find out life's secrets and mysteries and unravel the beauty of human connection with other cultures. And the man needs a good suit to do this in. I mean, his suit was drenched in oil and road debris and water from the gods above. Here, bring the camera over here so we can show them where we're drying it out. We've got the right tools. We've got the right tools to dry things out here at Radisson. Fortunately, we're not staying in one of those rinky-dink places. Here we have to use.
I mean, these are Gore-Tex BMW. Good.
We dry them out for the next day's ride. We got to continue on down the road. Yeah. Oslo and Norway and on up to Nordkapp. And we need decent gloves that, don't get your hands all wrinkled, your fingertips all wrinkled. Fortunately, this is kind of a nice place. They offered a hairdryer, which is something I usually don't need. Here we've got,
feel these.
We've got how are they coming along? Oh, they're doing nicely on their own without the dryer. Good. And in here is the BMW suit. This thing. If you could see how heavy this, I can't show you how heavy this thing is, but right now, I want to tell you.
Is it wet still? It's very wet.
It's wet deep inside. So I don't know how we're going to get that dry inside, other than using the hair dryer. I mean, there's no other alternative. You can't put this in a dryer at the laundromat. So we're going to have to come up with some other an alternative. I mean, it is soaking right here. I mean, I could almost look. There's moisture on my fingertips just from touching.
John, can you explain a little bit about the rain you rode through today?
If it was up to me, I probably would have pulled over at the nearest gas station,
Dunkin' Donuts,
and hung out underneath the thing and just said, call it a day, But Allan Karl, WorldRider, the guy is like, what can I say about him? He just wanted to keep going into it. He was like, this is where the adventure begins, he says to me. And I'm like, are you freaking...
Are you kidding me?
I'm pushing 60. I don't know how old you are, WorldRider. I'm pushing 60. I'm going to go ride into this nightmare, risk the rest of my few days I've got left on the planet. Well, what could I do? What could I say? He kept going. He's the guy with the GPS, the high-tech equipment, the maps program. He's got all the directions, where we're going, where we're headed, where we came from. He's got the computer updates and the blog outputs. And so what am I going to do? Sitting on the side of the road by myself? So here I am at this modest hotel
Here in
We're waiting for room service to come up here and get us maybe a plate of French fries or something. Because I'm famished. I mean, so anything will do right now. At this point, I could go for a cold beer, even if it was a Heineken. And I know Heineken's not from Sweden, but I'll settle for a Heineken. And I know Dennis Hopper.
What kind of beer do you like?
I love Dennis Hopper. He's always said,
Heineken? Fuck that shit! Pabst Blue Ribbon!
fuck Heineken, Pabst Blue Ribbon. But let me tell you, if you could show me a Pabst Blue Ribbon in Stockholm, Sweden, well, I'll show you a $20 bill on the floor.
So
US.
wet. Johnny, thanks for the commentary, man. You have fucking unveiled the secret to adventure riding in Stockholm.
I'm done with this adventure. I'm going home.
We finally got a proper cold beer, and Johnny A warmed up to Stockholm and Sweden. Of course, a nice meal and a good wine served by a Swedish beauty couldn't hurt, right? Well, we spent a couple days exploring Stockholm, seeing the sights, eating more good food, and we even found a couple stickers of the flag of Sweden, which we applied to our panniers before crossing the border into Norway. We've got quite a ways to go until we get to the very top of the European continent, at least as far as we can ride these bikes, Nordcup. So hit the subscribe button there and join us as our adventures continue all over the world. So I'll see you on the next ride. Thanks for subscribing. This is Allan. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you like this video, check out this one from Norway and this playlist from all my riding adventures around the world. See you on the next one.